Go, guys.
Are we on?
On, Alex.
He's testing his whistle.
Just remember, don't breathe in the mic.
Introduce us.
Just flip it on him. And then
Clip it. Or you rather.
No, I'm sort of like in and out.
Oh, yeah. He prefers to.
I need a
Because he
breathe.
might,
I need a breathe.
he might breathe like my boss.
Ha ha ha.
Let us know, Alex. Kia orana and welcome to Game 4 of Week 2, Round 1 of the 2025 Rarotonga Rugby Union 15 season. We're coming to you live from the heart of rugby action here at Victoria Park in Tupapa. And what a stunning day it is here in Paradise. I'm Harriet Tuara, joined by my co-host, Wallace Aroita, and we're thrilled to have you with us for another day of rugby.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this match. It certainly has been one that I've been waiting for to spectate. I certainly love the atmosphere that's been happening here, especially in Tupapa with our junior grades and junior development programs happening this morning. And then on to this afternoon, we've got our main match up here that's playing in our senior grade between Arorangi and Tupapa. Weather forecast is looking really good today. There's a slight breeze that's pushing from right to left on our screens, but it's a beautiful sunny day out here and the conditions are great on the ground. Nice soft ground, great day for a match of footy.
Yep, and just following on that, today's premier men's match features the season debut for Arorangi Bears, always a team to watch with their physical style and fierce spirit. They'll be looking to make an early statement against the home side, the Tupapa Maraerenga Panthers, who already have a win under their belt and will be no doubt hungry to back it up with another victory today.
And just looking over the Tupapa side, obviously first home host for them in this season. I think they'll be looking to stabilise what they've started with last week. I believe they were short on numbers kicking off their opening season opener. So to rock up today to make sure that they've got to put on a good performance for today's host, I think they will certainly bring something for the second round of our season. And I'm looking forward to also to seeing what the Bears are all about. I heard so much good things about where they're headed. I'm sure there are some key players that they'll bring to the table this afternoon, and I'm sure we're in for an exciting match. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Again, a big thank you, Ma'ata, to Polynesian Media for making today's live stream possible, and to all of you tuning in from around the Cook Islands and beyond, Meitaki Ma'ata for joining us today. Whether you're at home, in the village, or watching from overseas, we've got you covered today. Our match officials for today, in the middle, we have Louis Tata with the whistle, supported also on the touch lines by Peter Godfrey and...
I think we've got Junior.
and Junior. A solid team in charge, which sets the tone for today's contest.
We do apologise in advance as well. We're running off experience here in terms of who we know that's on the field. We're just waiting for the team sheets to arrive from both sides. So really looking forward to this kickoff. I can see some really familiar faces on our squad this afternoon, and I just can't wait to see what they'll do together as a team on both sides. So if you're watching us, you're tuning in, get on and welcome. Let's look forward to this kickoff here as the Panthers gets us off to a start. Referee checking in with the captains. Tanya Toa, first five for the Panthers, gets us off. A big kickoff. The Bears there settled just over the 22. Strong carry right there. Panthers meeting the Bears up front. Basil there, wasting no time. He wants to play down in the right part of the field. Certainly a great start for the Bears there to ensure that they get their platforms in place and get in early into the contest as well. The Bears here, unfortunately, that kick was out on the full. Basil had kicked it beyond the 22. The Panthers there got their first liner, doesn't go to hand. They still retain the ball at this moment. Referee there playing advantage. The Panthers there looking to spread. The Bears all over that. Referee playing advantage there. So referee just calling out Lewis, just calling a contest of the breakdown. Ruck was already formed. I certainly think the Panthers here will take a shot. This is a side that you know, it takes a while for you to break through. So any opportunity that you get in this territory, you certainly want to try and take advantage of the points that you get. And I think for the Bears, that's a sign of positivity as well, that the Panthers are choosing to go for points, which says a lot about what they've got, what they're bringing to the game this afternoon. But early starts into this match, and we're already settling down into the Bears territory, and already the Panthers are trying to find their way on the scoreboard, and the Bears here will need to regroup and want to make sure that they play on the right side of the field. Mafu Kalas strikes it. He likes it. Puts the Panthers on scoreboard here with 3 points to 0.
An awesome start for the Tupapa Panthers side, who have opened their scoreboard with 3 points. Score currently is 3-0 in favor of the Tupapa Panthers. Let's see if Arurangi Bears can answer to that.
Basil kicks us off. Contesting in the air there. The Panthers under a little bit of pressure there. Just a contest in the air there. Referee has seen the Bears player put a hand to the ball, knocking it forward. Here we are. This will be an interesting battle. First scrum down of the match. First impact there so far. Steady scrum. And the Bears putting on a bit of heat. The Panthers managed to get it out there, and straight away they want to get out of the exit, get out of the danger zone, play further into the Bears territory. The Bears looking to return one back. They have the same idea as well. They want to play down in the Panthers' red zone. Johnny Noval there, looking for support, and they managed to get it away. Unlucky there. You know, I thought the Bears they were the advantage in numbers there. Just a bit too eager, playing an offside position against the Panthers, copping a penalty for their side. Mafu there puts on a big boot. He takes the squad right down close to the 22 on the Otarangi side. Certainly the type of play they want to have in this match. It's pretty obvious so far at the moment. What I can see is that both teams are wanting to play in the opposite end of the field first and foremost. And set pieces as well. I believe the Panthers here. This is part of their game in terms of their go forward. The Panthers there sitting right in the middle. Their big boys going to work. Switching back to the same side. They'll be trying to keep the Bears over to one side by the look of things. They continue to roll on forward. Once again, big boys carrying right through. They're gaining a lot of meters here. Settling once again on the edge. Backline, the Panthers, what have they got? Mafu sits his center of line. They throw one on the outside as they go forward. Certainly does. The Panthers are eager to attack. Exploiting the edge. They see the space. Just the execution on skill level. I think one thing is for certain, the Panthers there are very intentional about what they want to be doing on the field, especially in this part. They want to ensure that they put the Bears to work and make sure that they grind all day. Once again, scrum straight to ground. Thayil wastes no time. Solid impact there on the scrum. Unfortunately, the Panthers couldn't sustain or apply back what the Bears were giving to them. The Bears here, they find themselves in enemy territory. They've got themselves a line-out. Be looking at key man Jeff Taripu. Rob Heather to call the shots here. Kiana Pomare, he gets one up. Basil exploits his backline straight away, puts his big boys straight through the middle. Rotating, pushing through. Slowly building their pressure against the Panthers lineup. Immediately, the Panthers respond to the contest, taking the opportunity, sniping at the ball. The Bears, they were rolling. Just unfortunately, they couldn't get their numbers there in support. And they found themselves short on that particular play, which gave the Panthers an opportunity to have a snipe at the ball. Now they find themselves back in their own half. Mafu once again utilising the wind to get his boys down in the right part of the field. TJ Willie here. Didn't quite have a good week with the throws last week. So far, he's done really well. Panthers once again, they go to the centre. They caught napping here. The Bears There's a bit of space there on the edge. Great tackle there. Ball gone loose. What a turnaround that was. They were exposed there on the right side. What a great turnaround to make that tackle, get up and contest for the ball. That's certainly the attitude that we want to see. I'm sure for the Bears, they talk about discipline, they talk about respecting each other and the opponents. There's certainly a lot of hard work there. Clean line out there by the Bears. Once again, setting themselves through the middle. They don't quite go to hand. The Bears pounces on the ball immediately. Sorry, the Panthers. Straight away, they lose possession. Just unfortunate there by the Bears. The Panthers there opting for a penalty. Looking to take another 3 points on the tally. But at the same time, I think frustrations there for the Bears. They're going to take advantage of their set piece, and I'm sure as captain of the squad, they will have those conversations to the boys to ensure that they clean up their act. If they want to play in this match, they certainly have to correct some of the actions and follow the plan that has been set.
We have Mafu now taking the kick. He'll be sure to try and secure another 3 points for his team. Does he do it? Yes, he does. Putting up the score for his side to 6 points to 0 over the Arorangi Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still quite early into the first half of the match. Our scoreboard is looking like 6 points in favor of the Panthers and 0 to Arorangi Bears.
We get a kick off here by the Bears. They go the same side again, apply the same pressure. And they pounce on the ball. How the Panthers managed to get that ball back is certainly unbelievable. James Strickland sizes up his opportunity, looks to take one on the outside, finds his men on the edge. Do they keep the ball in? Support's there. Oh, Panthers there jumping onto the ball. He's lucky enough that he doesn't get binned for that. Slapping the ball in action. The Bears now with an opportunity to go deep into the Panthers territory. Certainly a size up here, you know, with looking at the forward pack on both sides, equally competitive in the contest, and I certainly think the Bears here might have an edge to utilise their forwards and look for possible maul, or even just setting the foundations for the backline to attack. They get one in, Jeff Taripo gets one up for the boys. Unfortunately, it goes down. The Bears sizes up, they look for a gap, try to take one on. Tayo sweeping off the ground. Immediately the Bears try to go wide once again. Ball doesn't go quite to hand. They'll need to try and secure this. Oh, certainly a penalty there. You cannot flop over the ball, you got to maintain your feet. Panthers here being tested on their defense at the moment. Now this is where the Bears are dangerous, is rolling their big boys across that try line if they can. They've just got to be patient here. Tayo is just going to size up his opportunities, and off they go again, throwing the ball on the edge. 50-50 pass, I'm sure. Once again, the Bears line up. Right side, James here. He'll want to use the space that's available on the right side here. Paul Murray, he gets one down for his boys. Rolling on at the moment. Big boys going right through the middle, through the Bears. A lot of work here to clean it up. James fires one out to his boys, and away they go. Still a little bit of mess there on the edge. They've got to clean it up and get this ball back. Tested their luck there. The Bears, they seized an opportunity and then just didn't quite execute what they wanted to. I think the Panthers there, they're feeling the pressure in this particular play, and they'll be relieved that the ball made as a sideline for sure. Just taking a moment here, one of our players in the Aotearangi side just getting some attention from the physio. Not much in it between the two sides. Certainly some even battles that's happening. Both sides still making mistakes, but at the same time, that's not what the Panthers want in this part of the field. And again, ball doesn't go to hand. Lost ball there at the Panthers. They've got one back. Playing advantage there was the referee and calls it back. Just lost the ball there in the contest. Once again, we've got a player down. Now, just for the Bears, this is their season opener, as we mentioned. They're certainly just trying to find their feet in this competition. A lot of new players have come to the club, and also a lot of movement within positions as well. But it's certainly a strong club in the arena of rugby union. And these two teams here have been for many years. Always been a great contest between the two. And no doubt we were going to see some heavy knocks in this match. And what we're waiting for is just some exciting attack, if they can. Very similar in the way they play. Both teams utilising their big boys through the forwards. And they've got speed and talent to burn on both sides of their backlines. So as both teams sort of find their feet in this match, I certainly think we're building up towards something towards halftime. It's just a matter of who out of the two teams can get their acts together really quickly and turn this game around. With the way it's going at the moment, both teams, just a lack of discipline and also just some error in their skills.
Super currently leading 6 points thanks to 2 well-taken penalties. And that's really the story of their game so far. As Wally has just mentioned, a bit of ill discipline on both sides. However, a 50-50 battle contest so far into the match.
Really unfortunate. 24 minutes into the game, number 22, unfortunately, has to leave the field. Possibly landed incorrectly there as he was carrying the ball through the middle in the contest. Centre of the field there in the Panthers red zone. Here we go, a strong carry there on the edge. Loose ball on the ground. The Panthers will need to settle this one. Opting for the exit absolutely is what the Panthers look to do, and what a great kick. What a great kick there. Daniel Tort getting his boys out of trouble there. I certainly think the Bears there just need to apply some pressure defense and force the hand of the Panthers. That's certainly the job that the Panthers want to do, is just to get some great ball, get some great forward and exit. The Bears here still within the Panthers territory. They have a line-out opportunity. Clean at the top. They managed to get one back. Panthers getting up, meeting a strong carry there by the Bears. They need to recycle this ball. The Bears and be patient with it. Bears there looks to the edge and does not get that kick right. He's got the right idea. Execution, unfortunately. I certainly think if the Bears can hold on to the ball as long as they can, especially in enemy territory, they'll set themselves up well for this match.
It's another line out to the Panthers, and it's strong on target. Hands out to the middle.
Strong carry there by the Panthers. He loses the ball in the contest. The Bears immediately turn this around. Can they get down to the other side is probably the question here. They've got to settle themselves. Throwing balls haywire, they've just got to keep it simple. As it shows there, mistakes going out. They're very lucky to get a penalty here. But they've just got to keep composed in this match and settle themselves, utilize their boys, set their platforms. Dale puts one further into the Panthers territory. I'd be having that conversation now as the Bears and look at the opportunity that's ahead, look at what they're dealing with and get their boys to roll into the Panthers territory and set themselves up with an opportunity to score. Officials calling a non-straight pass. Inaccurate throw there by the Bears. Captain for the Panthers, Tom Dorr there. Doesn't waste any time, gets a quick tap in. They want to play down in enemy territory. They can set themselves up for points as well. Just over the halfway mark there, the Bears, they want to make sure that they get this one right. Calling the shots there, Rob Heather. Very good at the top there. They get that one right. Once again, carry through, big Toto. Sets up the platform for his side. Again, they lose one. They put themselves under a lot of pressure here. Referee there sees something. I think the Panthers were diving into the contest, but at the same time, he may have confused both sides with his signals, which I think is why the Panthers were giving him some grief, sharing a bit of word.
The Aotearoa Bears still struggling to find their feet in this match. Let's hope this line out can set the tone for something special coming up for them.
Once again, it doesn't go to hand, and there's certainly not much to the condition in this particular match. I just think there's a lot of pressure there. Panthers there, just waste no time. They go for it. This number 7 that's playing at the moment is just bringing dominant performance for his side. And the Panthers do the same thing. They don't throw it to hand, and they just put themselves under pressure. Bears there looking to contest that breakdown. Thomas Dorr, captain of the Panthers, trying to lead by example. TJ gets one off for his big forwards, awaiting. Immediately, Daniel, he looks at opportunity in the back. Putting the Bears under pressure. The ball is open. The Bears managed to get that away from the Panthers. Almost a try-scoring opportunity, but I think referee there calls a loose carry, a knock-on, awarding the Panthers there with a scrum. 5 meters into the Bears' territory. This is almost a opportunity for the Panthers. 2 things they can try and get out of this. Either squeeze a penalty out of the Bears and look to take a shot, or utilize their strike power and get 5 points on the scoreboard to further their lead. Again, off the base, strong carry, loose pass. They still don't stop him. He's short, just off the try line. The Bears regrouping up, getting aggressive there in the breakdown, and don't quite do it. The Panthers managed to get themselves over the white line. The Panthers there scoring the first try of this match, and certainly deserving to their number 7, who has been a great competitor in this match. Certainly deserves to be rewarded the points.
Mafu there looking to round off the score to 7 points. A mighty effort from the Tupapa Panthers there.
Take the opportunity where they can. Daniel Dorr, he just spotted a gap just in behind the backs of the Aotearoa Bears, and he just puts one kick in and just applied a lot of pressure. Great chase, I think, certainly was the difference there, and forcing the error against the Bears, and certainly found themselves an opportunity with a scrum. And just as simple as picking off the boot, working their way out to the left and finding the winger. Still scrappy, both sides haven't quite got the accuracy at a high level today. There certainly has been a lot of drop balls. As Mafu looks to square this one up, he doesn't judge this one well. He's a good kicker, or Mafu. But after that kick, he'll certainly be looking to readjust his radar and ensure that he keeps adding more points on for his side, because the side they're playing against, especially the Bears, a team like the Bears, when they're in their groove, they're hard to stop.
Score remains at 11 points to 0 in favor of the Tupapa Panthers. Basil there with the ball, looking to forget that one really quickly and reset for his side.
The kickoff immediately, the Bears go to the same side. I think they've got themselves the ball back. The Panthers unable to take that one into hand. And that's just it, you know, for the Bears, if they want to make a decision about where they want to go especially when they're kicking. They've just got to provide the chase, provide the pressure against, especially this strong two-popper side. They've got to squeeze these guys into the corner and find themselves an opportunity to be able to score. I certainly think here the forwards, if they can win the scrum here, Basil will be looking to strike it with his backline immediately. And they certainly do that. Basil works his way around. And the Bears are running through. Will he get through? No, he doesn't. Leaves the ball behind us, James.
The Bears are still showing some glimpses of power, especially up in front of the scrums. However, just those handling errors costing them, and small decision-making lapses that continue to cost this side.
You know, it's first half of the match, and you certainly want to find your feet in this particular game. But at the same time, you've got to get to a certain point and make some decisions about settling and keeping things simple. Once again, lineouts. Both teams started well in their set piece, and just now we've got errors creeping in. So players, I think, are just, I don't know if it's nerves, but starting to lack focus here and getting the little things right. The Bears, they're going to use their big boys to get some go forward. Tayo recycles one back for his next pod that's going right through. They can keep this going, keeping his big boys trucking their way through. They go to the left. Ball's loose on the ground. I'm not sure if that was a kick. I'm not sure if the kick was the right option there. You know, something certainly for the coach, sort of reviewing this match. I certainly think the idea here to the boys would be just to continue building the same pressure. Because a team like the Panthers, they don't crack very easily until you put them under pressure. And kicking is not pressure. The Panthers here trapped in their own try line. Oh, they managed to get a kick away. Jeez. A little bit scrappy there. The boys just managed to get that out.
As we head into the last quarter of this half, it's still anyone's game at this point. But Arorangi really need to find some rhythm and get their scoreboard ticking before halftime. One moment or one break could really flip the energy in this contest completely.
Tayo carries one back into the chaos of the lineouts. You see the winger here. He's got a lot of space. He's calling out for the ball. It's just a matter of Basil and where he directs his side and where they want to go. Bears there looking to break right through the middle. The Panthers here reshuffling. Oh, just a bit too high, brother. Need to carry low, carry strong. Rob Heather there. He likes what he says. No, loose. Dropped it just before the line. The Panthers there kicks one into the Bears territory. There's a bit of pressure here. There's some chase happening. The Bears managed to get back. Oh, and he manages to get through the first defender. And they drive over. There's the Panthers. The Bears, they managed to clean themselves up. Oh, referee cited something there along with his AR. Possible foul play here. Certainly a lot of action within a few seconds. And certainly cites the same thing, calling a foul play. This one here, hands on the ruck. Tayo just making sure the kick goes into the right part of the field. And the Bears there working their way into enemy territory. And it starts here, getting their set piece right. Whoa. Panthers there, pouncing on the Bears' error, and they continue to carry through. What does the referee call back? He certainly calls it not straight. Gives the Panthers a free kick. I certainly would have just carried on with the advantage there. They rolled on into enemy territory. There was 20 meters gained. I certainly would have just continued to play. Panthers, yeah, just negotiating what decision they'll go for, and that's just tap and go forward. Panthers strong man, the veteran captain. He only knows one way, it's to go forward. Panthers here pushing their luck through the centres, and they lose their luck with the Bears pouncing on the ball. Stealing immediately. They certainly get one back. The Panthers there, they didn't like what was happening there in the breakdown. But the Bears there, they don't care what reactions they get. The biggest thing is they're here to play rugby, and the ball is what they want. Opting for the line out. Tayo gets one out there for his side. Now the last 7 lineouts that's been happening has not gone well for both sides. So I don't know if continuing to do the line out is something they will want to be doing here. They'll need to just get this one right. Referee likes it, and no, he doesn't. Okay. I thought that was straight. Maybe I'm just sitting on the wrong angle. The biggest thing is to trust the decision of the referee, even though we may think differently. Panthers there, tap and go. Or do they secure the ball? It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Pressure coming through for Daniel. Manages to get the kick away. And the referee calls back a penalty. Just looking at the causes of these penalties that the Bears are frequently giving away, is certainly to do with the breakdown. And I'm not sure if that's because there's a bit of transition that's happening here for their boys from league into union, but certainly there's some issues there in the breakdown that the coaches will need to take away and address into next week's training if this continues to be the way. But the Panthers there, they're looking to roll into enemy territory and again add more points to the scoreboard. They find themselves in the 22 of the Bears. TJ throws one through and gives it away. Great contest there at the top by Jeff for the Bears. The centers of the Bears carrying it right through, gains a good 10 to 15 meters. Basil once again kicks to enemy territory and finds a lot of ground. There's a bit of chase happening here. Do they get him? Johnny Novo manages to get away. Finds support there. Mafu likes to fake a kick. Carries right through, and the Panthers in support there. Slowing the ball down. Other Bears, anything they do to compete will be helpful to the team. Rob Heather finds himself there back trailing. He will looking to find his speedsters to get them out of red zone. James Carries one. Maybe a late tackle there. No. They carry on. Tayo, he's looking for his support. The Bears, they're slow to react and get back and support. The Panthers there with a black wall right in front. James, he just looks for an opportunity there. Certainly lucky to get a penalty because I'm not sure if that was the right option there. No one expected it. They've just got to find their groove, the Bears. There's certainly a lot of new players on the side as well. And it's up to the leaders to mold their players together and put them in the right places. As at the moment, the Panthers, when they get an opportunity, they're looking to strike immediately or get down deep into the Bears' territory. We're certainly getting pretty close to halftime here. With a low-scoring match, the Bears, they'll be wanting to at least go to halftime with something on the scoreboard. And there we see it, the Bears once again rolling through the middle. They can keep doing this. They will certainly be on the right part of the field and most likely be able to score some points. They go to the edge, no support there. Very unlucky there for the Panthers. Referee playing an advantage. Referee here spots something. He doesn't like what's happening here. Referee there just having a chat to Panthers centre, Jovelisi. Just a slip up on the tackle there, just no arms in the tackle. Referee just calls time at the moment. Just a player getting some attention to his injury. Once again, I think the conversation in both camps would be to try and keep the ball in hand as long as possible, while at the same time playing in enemy territory. Two important, I think, two keys to winning this game is for both sides to clean up their act and mistakes. And if they can eliminate that going into the second half, I certainly think that we can see some running rugby in that second half. But once again, this first half, I think for the Bears is really them getting to know each other, and I certainly think transition from league into union is playing a part of that for them at the moment when it comes to skill level, especially because a lot of their penalties are happening in the breakdown. So as the time starts back, we resume, and the Bears are opting for 3 points, and why not, as they go into the break. If they can get something on the scoreboard, that'll at least be a positive for them. 40 outs. Baz strikes one. He likes it. Gets the distance and certainly gets the 3 points. Great kick there, Basil.
We're just under a minute to go for the first half. And the score now is, and that is the halftime hooter. The score, ladies and gentlemen, 11 points to 3 in favor of the Panthers. Finally, some reward for the Bears. with last play to go.
We play this kickoff before the break. Ball bounces there, finds some ground. And ball rolls out there, and we go to half-time. Not much in it with this match. 11 points to 3 as we take the break. Panthers leading this first half.
Neither side has really found their flow just yet. Lots of breakdowns, disrupted ball and lineouts from both teams struggling for consistency. It's been a physical battle though through the middle of the park, but not a lot of continuity or clean attacking phases. Tupapa, to their credit though, have capitalized when it mattered, taking their scores up to 11 points. Both teams, though, still will want more out of the second half. Tupapa looking to build on their lead and tighten the screws a little bit more, while Arurangi will need to reset, regroup, and come out firing in the next 40. Halftime score here at Victoria Park, ladies and gentlemen. Tupapa Panthers 11, Arurangi Bears 3. Talk your shit. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Victoria Park for the second half of this round one clash in the 2025 Rarotonga Rugby Union season. It is game 4 between the Tupapa Marairenga Panthers and the Aotearoa Bears. It's the Panthers who lead 11 points to 3 after a first half that was anything but polished. Both teams struggled to find the rhythm, but Tupapa made the most of their chances and crossed for the only try of the match so far. We have now Basil taking off kickoff, setting the tone for our second half of the match.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly did not get much into that break as the boys look to kick off the second half. A sip of water is all they needed, and all of a sudden we're back in this match. Just the classic game plan there, just to kick off, and straight away the Panthers look to get out of their area. There certainly has been some conversation at halftime, and they certainly are looking to do that, to play in the enemy territory. James looks up, tries to get a kick. He'll want this to go out, and he certainly does a good job of that. The Bears there clearing out of their zone. Panthers there, throw one right over, go straight to hand, which is certainly fine. Two proper forwards here, looking to carry through. They set one up midfield. Daniel looks to distribute off to his forwards. Alistair Newbigging, he's made an entrance into this match. Jay looks to carry one for the Panthers there. The Panthers here, they're slowly building. They've got some rhythm going. They've got a flow into this match. Counter attack coming through. It certainly disrupts the Panthers' flow here. Great job by the Bears there, sniping on an opportunity to counter. Big Nelson forcing the error. Early in the second half, we're just taking a moment here. One of the players is receiving some treatment. I think he certainly just fell on the wrong side as he went into contact. I'll tell you what, nothing the magic water can't fix. Substitutions rolling on for the Panthers at the moment.
Tupapa Panthers have certainly come back from halftime firing with power, especially in their attack, looking more relentless and assertive. But Aotearoa also up to the task. Now going into their scrum, let's see what the set piece opens up for them.
I think with the win behind the Bears in this half, I think Bears, especially in this part of the field, just look at getting themselves back down to the Panthers territory. They look to go to the edge here. James puts a kick through. Does John Novak clean up for the Panthers? They certainly got to back the Bears. Arriving in numbers there, playing at an advantage. Whoa, how the Panthers managed to get back, regroup back on defense is certainly something that's probably going to help them throughout the rest of this match if they continue to live up to that expectation. But the Bears finally are able to strike over on the far side using their key players, with Rob picking up off the back, tipping off to Tayo, and James Strickland sees an opportunity deep in enemy territory, and they found themselves 5 meters out from the Panthers try line for the first time in this match. They have a set piece.
Let's see if they can finish this with a big chance here for Ararangi Bears to flip this game on its
The
head.
Panthers putting on a lot of pressure there. Basil, he looks to flick one off. Does he come around? His big centre there. He'll need some support, and his forwards arrive. Great sweep off the ground there from Tayo. The Bears throw one out wide and does not make a connection to the hand. And the Panthers here through their speed swinger. That's knocked back there. Certainly play on. The Bears in open territory get sniped. The Bears here, they've got the numbers. Ball exposed there. The Bears have got to make sure they secure this as well as they can. Basil distributes off to his big boys. Big Nelson heads off for a run. Strong carry on the far side. Panthers there, they see something. Continue to contest at the breakdown. Now, if the Bears can keep this going, rolling on, using their boys to set their platform, I certainly think they will drain the energy out of this Panthers side, who still remains to be strong. As the Bears have not gained any meters, they've only gone side to side at the moment. Tayo sees something, stays strong. James, swifty as he is, and TJ Willie for the Panthers. He's all over that. Referee does not call it. Big Nelson, he only knows one thing, and that's to run straight. Just a mess there at the breakdown. Just the Bears unable to secure their breakdown. And the key part of the breakdown is ensuring that you have support there, and just the lack of understanding, I think, certainly for some of the boys there on where they were going on the pitch. But certainly working as a collective is the idea here. If they want to maintain their go forward, they certainly have got to work together.
Both teams bringing their firepower into the second half of the match. Both looking relentless in their attack and counter-attack. Got Ararangi now in the scrum. They'll be looking to power up in that front row, keeping their ball.
How the Bears managed to get this ball for the feed surprises me. Tayo, he sees a little something in the back and does the usual chip and chase, but will he able to apply pressure for the Panthers? John Noval does a really good job around the back to get that ball before the Bears do take it. Panthers, yeah, settles, looks to kick. Does it go out? No, it doesn't. And here we are, the Bears are back three. Well, certainly some unexpected contact there coming from the Bears. For the Bears and the Panthers, unlucky to get that. They had certainly had the numbers there to contest for the ball. I certainly think that was a let-off there for the Bears. Well, with the way the scoreboard is, certainly the right option also to take the kick. They've tried so hard to make something happen in the enemy territory. They see an opportunity now. Basil with a similar range as the first half, and even more so with the wind behind his back. He'll want to cruise this right through the uprights and add another 3 points on top. Basil takes his time, settles, likes it, and certainly gets 3 points on, and the crowd like that. I certainly like that as well.
That takes the score for the Bears to 6 points. Super Bowl Panthers still in the lead with 11. But a good recovery and start to the second half there for the Bears. Let's see if they can ride on this wave of rhythm and flow that they are currently on to match up against Tupapa's relentless attack and defense line.
With the Panthers here with just a 5-point lead, they've certainly got to put something together if they want to get more points on the table and continue to close out this game. And that's not the way to start it. The momentum here shifting over to the Bears. And I take full advantage of this opportunity, the Bears, and just apply the same thing. Get a scrum down, play down in the Tupapa read zone, play in their 22. And if they can, squeeze and force the mistake, an opportunity for penalty, or score some points. As we set up midfield scrum here. Tayo just having a chat to Basil about the options here, and they look to do a split attack. We get to see this for the first time and how they polish this off. The Bears here off the back of the boot. Tayo throws a short one and goes straight into the black wall. Facing the wrong way is the Bears player. No halfback. Rob steps in at half, doesn't throw a nice one. Ball exposed there in the open, and the Bears do not get a person there in support. Panthers pounces on there and just slight knock on there. Just a lot of traffic running through on the breakdown. Seal just needed to settle the ball and allow his players to support him. They've got some momentum going here, the Bears. And certainly just comes down to small detail and ensuring that they get the right numbers in the breakdown. Panthers there applying a lot of heat. And certainly the right idea from Basil to play down in the enemy territory. John Noval settles, sizes up his opportunity, and he certainly breaks through. And late hit coming through there. Gets the pass off. Oh, and an offload around the back. Silky from the Panthers center. Daniel, he's got numbers there to his left. Can the boys go forward? Just straighten up. TJ, ball of hand. He's a dangerous runner. And the winger there finds himself in touch. You certainly want to get across the white line, just not that white line. That's all right. Certainly an opportunity there. The Panthers definitely had and just lost an opportunity there. Once again, just players going down. Falling apart, just injury. It's happening all on the field at the moment. And certainly understandable. There's some heavy contact that's happening on the field at the moment. And especially within the breakdown, there's some activity there. Certainly heavy activity that's happening in the breakdown.
As we're approaching that 55-minute mark now, you can see signs of fatigue now starting to kick in on both sides of the pitch. Players are slower to reset, hands on hips. The support lines aren't as sharp as you would like to see in the second half.
Player getting some attention there is John Norval, as we saw on his return. Able to run himself out of trouble there, but certainly ran into some contact there from Basil. Gets a good shot on his ribs, while at the same time getting a ball away. Looks a bit shaken up. There's John. He's a trooper. Certainly one of the young boys for the Panthers who's making his mark in this team. He continues to push on. He'll definitely walk out of this game feeling bruised. The Panthers there, they jump on the ball. They managed to get their way through, and they're almost close, and they get one over the white line. 5-pointer there. Certainly pats on the back there to the Panthers forward pack, who certainly put in the work, and deservingly so, get rewarded the try. A big lock there. I believe that's Rudy Sifa. Certainly a change of position from him. 2024, he was their main centre. And this year, he's their main lock.
Now that takes our score up to 16 points to the Tupelo Panthers, and Bears remain at 6 points. It's still anyone's game at this point in time of this contest. Still have a conversion in hand to be kicked by none other than Mafu Kalas.
I think take nothing away from the Bears at the moment. They certainly were onto something there. But if they want to be in this game, they've got to make sure they keep the ball in hand and at the same time make those tackles. They're missing a lot of one-on-one tackles at the moment, and the Panthers are able to just put on the agility and their speed to get around these boys, and it's certainly paying off. Playing against the wind, and they get a 5-pointer. Mafu Kalas kicks one against the wind. The ball holds up and holds right in between the goalpost.
And that was a conversion successful of the boots of none other than Mafu Kalas, taking the points up. Another 3-pointer. Sorry, correction. 2 points for the Tupelo Panthers, taking our score up to 18 points to 6. Basil kicking things off again for the Bears. And it's to touch off the foot of Tupelo Panthers.
We almost had a AI scoreboard there. We certainly got that right, corrected, and we're back on track. The Bears going to their usual side on kickoff. That right side, very favourable. Seems to be paying off at the moment. Score remains at 18 points to 6. Now, right now, with the Bears ball in hand, they'll need to add some points if they want to stay in this game with 20 minutes to go in this match. They certainly need to be across that white line and score some points. So they start here. Scrum going really well.
Strong dominance there in the scrum from the Aotearangi Bears.
I'm not sure if the Bears here just lost their mind there, but they've kicked the ball and given it away to the wrong person. And Mafu Kalas, he's just chewed up 30 meters on his own. And Johnny Norval goes to the corner and gets the 5-pointer. Awesome attack there by the Panthers. It's exactly what we've been talking about. It's just a matter of time. As the game progresses, both teams It's about who will be able to turn their X around, and the Panthers here are showing trumps, cleaning up the X of the Bears. Loose carry, ball's given away, and they strike back, turning the ball over and get a 5-pointer in the corner.
Really unfortunate for the Bears, especially after that really dominant scrum, then giving the ball away to Tupapa, who capitalizes on that opportunity. The score now, ladies and gentlemen, is 23 points to the Panthers, and Bears still on 6 with a conversion in hand to be kicked by number 12, Mafu.
Great view here as well. We get to see the accuracy of the man. And he certainly strikes it. He likes it. And so do the linesmen, raising their flag to certify the 2 points to the tally of the Panthers.
A great round off there by Mafukalas, taking their score up to 25 points in favor of Tupapa Panthers. Bears looking for any opportunity now to also get one over the white line.
In the space of 2 minutes, the Panthers were able to get 7 points on the board. And they're certainly separating themselves in this match from what the Bears are providing today. And I certainly think for the Bears, the leaders have just got to stand up and dictate what they want to achieve in this match. And now's the time to do it. And the conversation would be simple. It's just keeping the ball in hand, like you keep mentioning, and just slowly make their way upfield. If they can find an opportunity, take it. Certainly, they've got players to do it. It's just being patient with the ball. And I'd like to see them take this opportunity right here. If they can get down into the corner, the lineouts have been working, despite the inaccuracy of the throws. They get this one right, they can roll themselves over for some points. At the moment, the way he's sitting, they're deciding to separate their forward pack. And they lose it at the top. Panthers here looking to strike early. Great kick there. Let's get the Panthers out of trouble. Panthers there, they've got options within the whole back line by the looks of things. Kicking option, running option. Certainly some quality players they've got in this outfit. A well-balanced team at this moment. Nelson doesn't get one for his side and throws it right over. The Panthers here, strong carry. Rudy Sifa. The horsepower of the man, gaining 20 meters there. Tom looks to get one out wide. Look at the numbers stacked up there on the left. Mafu Kalas puts on the afterburners. The Bears here are able to hold on. They're trying to contest there at the breakdown. They certainly do. A great job in that area. Awesome to see the Bears stand up in that situation there. They were stretched. The Panthers at numbers to burn. The Bears very, very good in getting back in defense and especially getting out wide. Basil kicks one. He wants to make sure this goes out, and it doesn't. Oh, it does. I think it just touches the player, and the player's foot is on the ground. So linesman calls it in touch. Once again, an opportunity here. Well, the look of things, they still go to the option of splitting their forwards. They've got to get it right here. Nelson's got to get this throw right. And once again, he doesn't. Could adjust the throw there, brother. Panthers wasting no time. They see big openings in the back there. What a great kick. Daniel leading from the front, making sure they play in the right part of the field, and the big boys are liking that.
We're now 65 minutes into this round one clash, ladies and gentlemen, here at Victoria Park. And it is the home side Super Bomberairanga Panthers firmly in control, leading 25 points to 6 over the Arorangi Bears.
Great adjustment there. Nelson managed to get one to his players. Basil, great kick there in behind the Panthers defenders, and that's certainly a 50-22.
Since halftime, Tupapa have really tightened things up. 2 second half tries, both built off strong set pieces and relentless pressure. It is really nice to see them regather and reset for the second half of the match, including bringing on some crucial substitutions to add to the energy and flair of the Tupapa structure and play.
Great play there by Basil. He puts one up for his boys, a 50-22. But again, they get down here and they waste the ball. That's not what you want to be doing. Making the right decisions, just not executing. James there, he sees one right behind John, has to turn around for the Panthers, and the Bears trumping on it. Do they get the ball? They certainly do, but he falls short just of the try line. The Bears, they're numbering up. Do they get one over? And they certainly do. Oh! He's got eyes, the referee. He certainly do. He's there at the right time. Really unfortunate there. The Bears, an opportunity gone rogue. They're not able to get some points on to their score tally this afternoon. Not yet, anyway.
Very unfortunate for the Arorangi side, who are still struggling to string together enough phases to threaten their try line. Let's see if this set piece can be a redemption card for them.
They've got to remain positive here, the Bears. They've got the Panthers at the right part of the field. If they want to get this ball back, they've just got to apply the pressure. And they certainly do that with the Bears forward pack pushing right over. Certainly the type of power that they want, and I can see strong man who just stood up there, Big Magic. He's certainly a key part of this forward pack, especially when it comes to scrum time. I don't know how I've missed him this whole match, but as soon as I saw him stand up, and I can certainly say he's part of the reason for that. And here they have it, the Bears, they've got the ball.
They'll be looking to use this opportunity, no doubt, to redeem themselves and add to their score tally. Let's see if they can execute it.
On they go, the Bears putting on the heat. Can they roll this one in? The Panthers there responding. Rob looks to carry one for his side. He rolls around, short of the line. Oh, held up there. He just went alone there. Rob just needed that extra support, just a little bit of power. Push him right through. Now, the old rule, if the ball is held up, it's certainly a 5-meter scrum to the attacking team. But in this case, with the new law, it's a goal line dropout. They're on to something here, the Bears. Now, can they get back down into the same spot, if not better, cross that try line? As referee calls substitution. Fresh legs rolling on to this side. Straight to key man Basil. He looks to strike left. He likes to set up at the moment. Tayo gets his player away on the edge there. They want to go back in and keep this ball and rotate, recycle their ball cleanly. Distributing away. Totoa carries one and goes straight through. He needs some support there. His numbers there to the right. And they do certainly go that way. Just got to go straight with the ball, at least. The whole commentary and media team just dropped their jaw with their ball dropped to the ground as well. Come on, boys. I can already feel all the mamas and papas at home throwing something at the TV. It's line out throw there, and guess what? The Bears have got the ball back.
Bears certainly need to be a little bit more patient in this zone for them.
They're rolling in. The boys going to work. We'll see a lot of jumping. We'll see a lot of yeses happening. A lot of chaos happening there.
Ref right in the middle of all the action there, ensuring he's got eyes in every angle.
They got it. The Bears have certainly crossed the white line, and this time with a 5-pointer. And finally, the Bears have got their 5 points. Season opener, first try scorer late in this game. With just over 8 minutes to go, and the boys have finally added to the scoreboard with a 5-pointer. And credit to the Panthers side too, for staying strong in the entire set. Certainly has been about 5 or so minutes there, digging deep on defense. And the Bears, as expected, they were somehow going to make that happen, especially with their big boys, led by Totoa and also Robert. There's enough firepower there to certainly play a big part in this match.
Our score tally right now is 11 points to the Bears, and still Tupapa in the lead with 25 points. We have a conversion in hand to be kicked right now by Basil. Does he get it in? Yes, he does.
Beautiful.
Running off that score and points for the Ararangi Bears to 7, which now takes up the tally to 13.
And we do apologize, folks. We know looking into that corner there, there's a bit of glare that's happening and you don't quite see the action.
But
We
now
do the best we
73.
can to illustrate exactly what's happening on the field as we look to kick off here. Daniel Toa gets one up right in the middle of the field. The Bears did not want it in the first instance. Jeff Taripo settles one for the boys. Basil plays down once again. He looks for an opportunity of a 50-22. Rudy doesn't quite get it on the first time. Whoa, does that look straight? Mafu sees, snipes an opportunity, runs into a red and black wall. Panthers there able to get players back on side. They look to strike to the edge, and definitely the wrong people to run into as the Bears look to hold him up. They still continue to go forward, and the Panthers they're able to find the ground, but without the ball. The Bears here, they've got an option to carry right through this black wall. Panthers there providing some resistance. Jeff carries one. He's on his own at the moment, and he throws one away. No, boy. Stick together. TV, he goes straight forward. Buys some time for his boys to get there and support. John off the deck. Rusi there running to big Nelson. Referee there playing an advantage. Now about 5 minutes to go. Panthers there, they want to be playing deep in the Bears territory and try and close this game off. While the Bears, if they'll snipe the opportunity and again get down there and apply some pressure, if they want to win this game, they certainly have to score a couple more tries to win this match.
That try from a few moments ago have definitely given them a much needed boost, but they just need to find their rhythm to add more points to their score tally. They're pushing harder, but is it enough?
They get one off the top here. Once again, the Bears just a little bit shaky there, unsure what they're trying to do. They've certainly just got to go forward, and then an opportunity here. Zaya there goes to the edge and he kicks one through. They continue to play there, rolls one out. Absolutely nothing wrong there. The Bears find themselves 30 meters up the field. Now it's up to their big boys to try and snipe this opportunity, especially at line-out time. Get their big boys to compete, to contest in the air.
Tupapa really remaining composed in these last moments of the game.
Contest is the key word that's flying across the field at the moment. The Bears, they look ready on defense. They're craving another 5-pointer in this time. And Jeff getting up there, causing a lot of disruption. And the Bears almost swallowed a pill. Linesman there spotting something. I certainly think he's going to call a not straight free kick there, I think. And certainly is the call. And what do you know? An opportunity at hand for the Bears. 3 minutes to go, boys, and this is an opportunity they can't miss and they can't give out. They got to roll into this. And Jeff there, key experience for the side, certainly a veteran of this team. Just commands his boys to go forward. Heavy contact there at midfield. Baz just got to distribute. Get his big boys there. Get some go forward, and here we go. We certainly see some activity now. Now, can they roll on to the next phase?
The Bears really need to throw everything at it now. One more try could really open the door for them, but they'll have to be really flawless from here on out.
Magic there finds himself with the ball and the man at the same time. Toto once again goes to work. Sequence after sequence, he's been playing. Had a hand involved with every play. The Bears, yeah, a bit shaky. They got the numbers on the edge. Will they go all the way? Certainly a great scramble there by the Panthers. The Bears, they're set and ready to roll. They've got to keep feeding it. Keep getting their players roll into the action. This is great from the Bears at the moment. Settle just in the 22 of the Panthers. Rob looks to go to the edge. Steps back in, does Tayo. They still keep the ball in. They've just got to settle here, get their big boys to go to work. Rob certainly tries to find a way through. Toto, he knows exactly what to do next. Get low, head down. Magic. Certainly not the right body height, brother. They've just got to be patient here, seize the opportunity and go together. Inches away from the try line here. Bit of pressure happening. Kusi Tries to get one over, still short of the line. Offside there. Signaled by the referee. The Panthers there edging into their defense line. Creeping up early to try and defend the firepower that's coming up by the Bears. The Bears, they're opting for a scrum. Just a big gust of wind there, just blowing into the mic. It certainly caused a little bit of disruption there. But as the game resumes, we're heading into a scrum, and I think the Panthers here, they've got one last opportunity to defend, and defend well to close this game out. And it's certainly what looks like a guaranteed win there by the Panthers. But the Bears here, in terms of their season opener, they want to get this final score looking a little bit different to what it is right now.
This may well be the last play of the game as we near the full-time hooter.
Basil looks to strike on the outside. James there, almost there. He's a bit exposed. He's on his own. He's a bit isolated. They've done well to retain that ball. Recycle through James. He's just got to use his players. You got wingman there, going to work. Certainly the right character that they want. Striking alone, they've got to get some support in there. Referee there. Plays back for an advantage. They're getting pretty close to the Bears, and I think they want to try and finish off this game on a positive note. And their positivity is how they build this next minute or so to at least score a point. And how they do that is going to come down to the decisions they make and how well they compete against a strong defense line that we see here by the Panthers. So, I mean, we're certainly running on referees' watch now. Any moment, I believe the next stoppage will be full time. Once again, the Bears, they've got a scrum. First option I'd be looking at is to push this one over. They have the players to do that in that 4-pack. As they pack down for the scrum, anticipation rises as the crowd awaits on this next part, and is certainly looking positive at the moment. They'll continue to push through, and Rob carries it off the back, gets one, he gets pretty close. Basil looks to unleash his back line. James there just caught. He was uncertain there. And the Bears, they're just indecisive about what they were trying to do. I certainly can see that it was a wraparound move that they were trying to do to attack the edge. Just hesitated. And once again, the Panthers come up trumps on that. As we play this last scrum here, the Panthers will need to secure this scrum. Daniel Mafu, one job to do to clear out this kick and take this win of today. As we settle into this beautiful sunset that we're about to see, this certainly brings us to a beautiful end of today. We certainly hope that for both teams, they can take away a lot from this match. There's a lot of positives between both sides, but certainly some work to do over the next week as the Hooter goes at full time. He certainly gets a free kick, an early push there by the Panthers. Tayo looks to carry. Big boys have got to go to work in this space. Finding themselves creeping closer and closer. They're inches away now. Calls a penalty, does the referee, for an offside. Tayo, he's just got to look for space and where the players are. Again, back into the traffic there. Certainly the right option, especially with the amount of support that he'll need. At the moment, there is no option for the Bears to go out wide. Their best strength is right here. This opportunity as they continue to work hard. Rob takes one for his team, heads into that dark place, and so does Totoa. They continue to roll this on. They will get there. Just certainly patience. Pick and go, certainly a Bears classic strength that they bring to every season. Surely with the amount of penalties that's happening here, the Panthers will need to be careful that they don't lose a man to the bin. And there is a timeout called. Referee distributing the warning to his boys. I certainly think he'll be saying the next penalty, someone is going to the bin. Strong carry there on the edge. And the Bears get the reward to end this match on what has been a rocky start for them, but a positive way to finish with a well-deserved 5-pointer. Certainly the right players to get that, which has been their strength today. Their forward pack, like every other season, they come off with a positive end of a try score to end this match. With a kick to come, which will most likely close the gap on this match in what will seem like not a one-sided match, but certainly an even contest despite the scoreboard. So if Basil gets this in, it's certainly a difference of just 5 points, just a try in it. Baz takes his time, strikes it. He looks over to the left, looks over to the right, and both legs raised to the sky. And it's certainly a great way to finish this match with 25 points to 20. Victory going to the Panthers here in this afternoon. Certainly expected the scoreboard to be intense, and the way the Panthers have finished off in this match, going out victorious with an extra try, leading the way 25 points to 20.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is full time here at Victoria Park. What a finish that was. The Tupapa Maraerenga Panthers take the win, but not without a late scare from a never say die Arorangi Bears. Final score 25 points to 20 in favor of the home side, but it was all Tupapa for most of the match. Disciplined, structured and clinical, taking their chances well, building scoreboard pressure and looking in full control at 25-6, heading into the final stages. But Arorangi weren't done. They clawed their way back into it with 2 late tries, including one after the full-time hooter, stringing together multiple phases inside Tupapa's 22, finishing off strong with a brilliant team try under much pressure. So in the end, Tupapa now takes the win and go 2 from 2 to start their 2025 rugby season. Final score once again from Victoria Park, Tupapa Panthers 25, Arorangi Bears 20. Kia ora ana e kia manuia.
Bye, guys.